Hey everybody, it's your boy OP Casual. How's everybody doing tonight? Tonight I'm proud to introduce to y'all the no power armor version for Heavy Gunner Ghouls. I'll go over everything you need to know, legendary and regular perk cards, as well as gear, mutations, and all the goodies. And if y'all could like and subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated and it'd help me to continue to pump out videos for y'all. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. First we're going to start with our special distribution. We have 10 to strength, 4 perception, 9 endurance, 6 charisma, 7 intelligence, 10 agility, 10 luck. Our legendary perks are max rank of agility, perception, luck, strength, endurance. Take one for the team. Now, one of these specials can be a flex card. If you're doing the later rounds in the raid where you're prone to get poison damage or doing anything that gets poisoned, I highly recommend grabbing Funky Duds. This will help tremendously. But other than that, I wouldn't really recommend anything else out of here. If you do utilize power armor reboot maybe, or electrical absorption, but really was just so tanky anyways. And then for power armor, it's even more tanky. So really, only Funky Duds I would recommend out there. And to make up for those points you lose, I would just take them out of damage perk cards. You're really not losing out on too much damage from doing so, because we are putting out so much damage anyways. So really I would just take out some ranks of Heavy Gunner, Expert, Master, but I would at least leave one rank of each for the plus 10, because if you go to plus 2, plus 3 ranks, it only gives us plus 5 for each of those ranks. So plus 10 for one rank is good. And then you can go ahead and drop a rank out of Ironclad if you like. Science card, Pack and Light, Gorilla, yeah, stuff like that. And now we'll go over all our cards, each section, and what flex options you have for each of those categories, and what cards you can choose in their place. And I'll also go give you what card setups works the best depending on what situation you're in. It's only a matter of a couple of cards switched here and there, not really a big thing. And let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting off in the strength, this could be our first flex card, Brick Wall. If you're farming like the first raid boss or doing something where you're getting a lot of damage taken, which takes our glow down, it's not really worth having, because without glow this doesn't proc. So the first raid boss, this is pretty much a dead card. Traveling Pharmacy, another flex card. You got for the Chemist Backpack mod, or you can get the Through Hiker's 3rd star legendary mod for armor, and then that will also allow you to drop Through Hiker as well. And moving on, we got Heavy Gunner rank 3, which can be a flex card. Take it down to 1 rank. Lock and Load, again flex, so you can take it down to 1 rank. Expert, 1 rank. Then you got your Master Heavy Gunner, rank 3, easy target. If you're doing something where the weak spot is the torso and you're not really targeting limbs that much, you go ahead and drop this and just increase your ranks into your Heavy Gunners. Put 1 rank in there and then 2 ranks in there, and that would solve that problem depending on what you're doing. Then, like I said, just skipping over here to real quick, if you do utilize the where the weak spot is the torso, you're going to drop your Eye of the Hunter and Perception and Tormentor, and then you're going to go ahead and grab your, I'm going to butcher this word, rank 3 Center Master Assists for 75% range damage to attacking the torso. And yeah, so that's if you choose that option with the torso, with the weak spot. Other options in here that you can grab for strength is Arms Keeper if you're weapon rate reduction, Bandolier if you plan on using ballistic heavy weapons. Other than that, I don't think there's really anything else that's going to benefit us in here other than quality of life cards. Yep, alright, moving on. Perception. Rank 3 Number Cruncher, rank 3 Concentrated Fire. Again, this is your flex card, rank 1 Eye of the Hunter, rank 2 Tormentor. Basically, not much else that you can grab in here that's going to benefit us. If you do tend to want to stand back and pluck enemies from a distance, Downranger might not be a bad card to choose, but some of our cards also gain from being close, like Gorilla Master, so I try to stay as close as possible, so I really don't need for that card. Other than that, there's not much else that's going to benefit us in this section. Moving on to Endurance, you got Rank 2 Life Giver, Rank 3 Fireproof, Rank 1 Starch Jeans, Rank 4 Bullet Shield, Rank 2 Ironclad. This can be a flex card, you drop down to 1 rank if you like. And again, flex card Through Hiker for the Grocer Backpack mod or the Through Hiker Star Legendary Armor mod. Other options you can choose from, Animanium Skeleton, but don't really need it. If you get crippled, so what, just pop a stem pack. Chem Fiend if you want to extend your chems. Glowing Out if you utilize power armor. Other than that, Thick Skin for extra survivability if you're not taking much energy damage, mostly ballistic. And moving on, Charisma, we got Rank 3 United Ordeal, Rank 1 Strange Numbers, Rank 2 Tenderizer. Now if you're not on a team with another ghoul, but you should try to be on the team with another ghoul as much as possible. You can also opt for, you can move those points to another section, whichever one, but there's not much that's going to benefit us in other categories. So you can also opt for Feral Presence for extra survivability, Friendly Fire if you're using the Holy Fire or Flamethrower, any flame damage to help teammates out, heal them. Other than that, not much else is going to help us out of there. And moving on. Intelligence. Rank 3, Science Monster. Rank 2, batteries included. Rank 2, Science. This can be a flex card. Other options you can choose. You can also choose for Field Surgeon for extra survivability. Not really much else you can grab in here. If you do utilize Power Armor, Power User, or Stabilize. Other than that. Alright, in Agility, we got, this is going to be our Add Heavy or Add and Boss setup. We got Rank 2 Gunslinger Expert, Rank 2 Gorilla Expert, Rank 3 Gorilla Master, Rank 2 Gunslinger, Rank 1 Gun Fu, Rank 1 Gorilla, Rank 2 Adrenaline, and Rank 1 Evasive. Now, like I said, this is for Add Heavy or Add and Boss. If you're just doing boss fight or like farming the first raid boss, you can drop Adrenaline and just opt for a higher rank of Gorilla. And that could be your boss setup right there. And again, if you're farming the first raid boss, you're going to do that. You're going to drop these 2 cards for the rank 3 of Center Merciless Assist. And then drop your easy target and just put those ranks into your 2 Expert Heavy Gunner and Master Heavy Gunner. And that is going to be your farming your first raid boss setup. Alright. And for the other setup, like if you're doing like overworld stuff or farming West Tech, where you have like ad pulls and breaks between ad pulls and not like as dense of mobs, you can go ahead and drop Gorilla, and you're gonna go ahead and opt for rank 2 Adrenaline, and then you can drop Evasive because we really don't need it. Doing other things out there, overworld stuff or events, because we're already pretty tanky. And then we're going to drop a rank of Gunslinger. Alright, and grab +2 Gunslinger, and then we're going to grab rank 3 Gunslinger Master. And this is going to help keep our onslaught stacks up times and spending them on attacks. And usually, we can't keep up our stacks when we don't have much to hit, so this will help keep us up. And that would be that, overworld and just not that ad heavy situations. And moving on to luck, we got rank 3 Better Criticals, rank 1 Ricochet, rank 3 Critical Savvy, rank 2 Group Assault. This could be a flex card if you don't mind having to farm recipes and making meals all the time, or having to make a bunch of meals and store them on meal and having to keep on withdrawing them when you need them. You can drop that if you feel like doing all that, but I don't, so I keep it, and it's not much of a damage increase or much where you can put it for damage or more survivability. So, but like I said, I'll give you some options to replace that with. Rank 2, faulty spots. Again, this could be a flex card if you need it to put the point somewhere else. Rank 3, glowing criticals, and rank 1, 4-leaf clover. Other options you can grab from in here are like Bloody Mess, Curator, other than that, not much else that's going to benefit us from in here. So that would do it for our perks. Now, for our mutations, we have Bird Bones. Don't worry about accumulating, it's just a freebie with no negatives, so I just have it. Eagle Eyes, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, and Speed Demon. The weapons that we utilize, you can utilize any heavy gun that you like, but the best one that you can probably use is like the Gatling Plasma or the Holy Fire. You can also use any other heavy gun that you like, wherever personal preference that you want. And I like the Gatling Plasma because it's going to put out the most damage for the heavy guns. And for the effects, this is going to be the same effects no matter which heavy gun you use. Your first star is Furious, second star Vital, or you can use Rapid if you like, but I like Vital better. And then third star, that's Optimize. Fourth star is Conductors. That's going to help us keep our AP regen up and our health up as well. And that would do it for our weapons. Aside from, I also have a quad gamma gun, and I maxed it out so it puts out as much radiation damage as it can, and made it automatic, and give it to try to build up rads as fast as we can. And I got the reload speed on it as well. And that would do it for the weapons. Armor, I have a full set of solar armor, and I also have another second piece of a chest piece, Brotherhood Recon, with a jetpack. So if I have a situation where I need to use a jetpack, I can. And then if you do need to utilize a jetpack, you go ahead and drop Eye of the Hunter, and then you can go ahead and bring a point from another section over to it. You can drop just a point from Heavy Gunner, and then move it over here, and then you're going to grab Rank 2, Breathe It In. Rad resist is reduced by 100. And notice when I equip this, our rads is sitting at 93. So that's perfect for it. So that's it. So full set of solar armor, or you can utilize whatever you have access to that's going to grant you the highest energy and damage resist. You don't want to have radiation resist if you can help it. Like I said, you want to be able to take in as much radiation, which is going to help us build up our glow. So, like that, and you use combat armor, like I said, whatever you have access to at the moment. And for the first star effect, I have a full set of Vanguards. You can also use Troubleshooters if you're farming the first raid boss, but I can farm the first raid boss using Vanguards as well. So it doesn't really matter. Second star is I have a full set of Powered. And third star, I have 2 Sentinels. And then I have 3 weapon rate reductions. And for the first star is a full set of Limit Break-In. Now with 5 pieces of Limit Break-In, and being compared with Critical Savvy, I will only need 15 luck to crit every other shot. Now you can make it so you can drop a Limit Break-In, and for each piece of Limit Break-In that you drop, like if you have 4 Limit Break-In, you need 18 luck. If you have 3 Limit Break-In, 22, 2 Limit Break-In, 26, 1 Limit Break-In, 29 luck. So that would be that, so you can crit every other shot. And that would be really all. And if you do have more luck and you can drop Limit Break-In, then add in other survivability effects for the first star, you can go with that too. But this will probably be your most optimal setup. And moving on to our apparel, we got Shielded Alaskan Secret Service Under Armor and high capacity backpack mod. And that would do it for our apparel. The food that we utilize, like you said, we are herbivores, so we utilize vegetarian stuff. We have blight soup, brain bombs or brain fungus soup, Callie's feed for extra luck, company tea, cranberry jam, cranberry relish, fire cap soup or fire cap tasty shovel for extra energy resist. We got infused flower tea, max AP, mutfruit juice, agility. We got silk bean soup for endurance, simple soup flower tea for half the max AP that infused gave us. We got steep fern flower tea for extra strength, steep melon blossom chai for more agility than what mutfruit juice supply gives us. We got sweet potato stew for health regen, sweet water special blend for perception, potato salad for max HP. And canned coffee to regenerate our red or AP, along with slime cake as well to help increase our AP and our rads and aid. Mostly you're just going to want to use like your overdrive or psycho buff, psycho tats. Any of those will help increase our damage. Other than that, just throw away chems to keep our feral meter up. Like ours is sitting at like under half right now, so I just utilize some buff outs to get us up there. And we became addicted. Alright, so that's that, and you use bobbleheads, magazines, whatever's going to increase our damage more. And that's going to do it for our weapons and armor and apparel and all that good stuff. Now let's go show you what this build can do. Alright, now this is going to be our heavy gunner setup for farming the first raid boss. Now in here we just dropped our easy target for max ranks of expert and master. In here we had dropped our Eye of the Hunter and Tormentor for center moss assist. And in our agility we're using the Gorilla max rank setup with the base of Gun Fu. Pretty much everything else stays the same no matter what we're doing. And I'll show you how to do this. Now this would work better if you had a full set of troubleshooters, but I don't have it and I don't feel like making another set just for it. And I can get to it usually alright with just using vanguards, but if you are having trouble, do troubleshooters. And then we're going to get his shield down to almost to a sliver. Then we're going to stop and get buffed up for damage triggers. And we need to do that. And you just step back every once in a while, pop with stim pack, and then go back out, work on that shield. Alright, he's almost down, so now we're going to buff up, high voltage FA, overdrive, start getting our threads up. And we're off. Pop some canned coffees. And that's it. And that's how you farm the first raid boss. Now, if you're just doing like high ad stuff, I'll show you how to do that here. Okay, now this is going to be our high ads, maybe ads and boss setup. Like you said, we took back our easy target and dropped our ranks in expert and master heavy gunner. We dropped center monstrous for tormentor and eye of the hunter. Over here, we had dropped our 3 ranks of gorilla to 1 rank, and then grabbed adrenaline. And yeah, and 1 rank of gorilla. And then everything else stayed the same out of that. So, this is our ad heavy setup. Oh, we want the head, but we want to reload. Let's see how fast we just smoking everything. Look at that, up to the thousands. When we're up close, like I said, we try to stay close to our enemies so we can get the max amount of damage. Just melting these scorch beasts. And that's that. Now I'm going to show you the setup for, overworld stuff, like if you're farming Rust Tech, where you have breaks in between ads and all that good stuff. So let's jump into that. Okay, this is like our overworld stuff, just questing or doing stuff where we have breaks between ad pulls and, not many ads coming at us. Show you a setup for that. This stays the same with easy target and lesser ranks and expert and master. Over here, we're keeping the same with Eye of the Hunter and Tormentor, and not, the center monsters. And agility, we had dropped evasive. We dropped the 1 rank of gorilla, and we dropped 1 rank of gunslinger, and that allowed us to grab rank 3 gunslinger master to allow us to gain unslot stacks over time and spend them on attacks with plus 10 to max stacks. Since we don't have much to hit when we don't have that much ads, this helps keeps our stacks up, and usually we don't spend them all, so we keep our stacks usually roughly around 20 or higher, which is roughly the max that we can get without using this card. So we'll go ahead and see what this can do real quick. Ooh, 1800 right there. And see, our stacks is still always above 20 usually. So yeah, this is how this build would be more beneficial to you with low ads like this. $1,900. Yeah, this build's a pretty beast and tanky. Alright, and I think that's going to do it for our video for today. I hope you found it informative and helpful, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.